Hi everyone, welcome back to the Code Step by Step channel. My name is Anil Sidhu, and in this Laravel tutorial series, we will talk about how we can apply the custom messages and custom validation. What is the difference in both of them? Whenever we are applying the validation and we are getting this message. So if you want to change this message only, that time we can say that this is basically the customized or custom message. But let's say you want to apply a validation, but that validation is not present in the Laravel. For example, you want to apply a validation for some specific country ID, or maybe for credit card, maybe for some uppercase, lowercase, no space or something, right? So in that case, you don't have any predefined validation in the Laravel. So you can create your own validation classes. So when we are creating the own validation classes, so we call them customized validation basically. And we'll see both of these things in this part. And this is the playlist for Laravel tutorial that will definitely help you out for Laravel job, project and interviews. Link is given in the description box for this playlist. Please watch this video, that will definitely help you out. Now, let's move to the code. And first what I want to do, I want to change this validation message basically. So let's come to the code. And for validation, we are using basically that validation method of the request object. And if you want to apply the customize message, then you have to use that second array. So you can just simply put the comma and you can use that second array there. And you have to use there the field where you want to use the customize validation. So let me just keep it like this. Then for which validation you want to customize your message. For example, I want to change it for the required like this. Now that's all. And now in the value, you can give the your new message. For example, username cannot be empty like this. So now you can see that the username is required. Now if I just again try to refresh and just try to submit this form, now you can see that that message is basically get changed. So this is how you can change validation message for each of the validation or each of the for any of the validation basically, right? Now the next and which is very important thing is, so let's say if you want to apply a validation, for example, if I'm just submitting it with the name Anil Situ, right? I can easily submit it. Let me provide that phone number also. And yeah, I just need to add their array also. Because in last part we removed that for we were actually checking some validation, right? So let me again put that Anil Situ some number and let me use that scale also. If I try to submit, this is submitting, this is perfect. But now what I want in username, there should not be any space. So I want to create a validation for this. How I can do that? Okay, let me show you. First of all, for that you need to create a custom rule basically. So you have to use your PHP artisan make colon rule, and inside rule, like you can use maybe no space. So you just need to give a name of the rule, right? When you enter, and let me create one more class there together, because I'll just give you two example. Another one is the uppercase, right? I want to change its name basically because I just made a typo. They are not the typo, but that uppercase like this, right? Yeah, now we have the two classes there. I'm closing this. So now there I want to write a validation so that uh, if I want to apply the validation for the like no space, then I can use this class basically, right? This rule I can use. So for what I need to do, I need to check their if condition. If this is my value, this is my attribute name, and this is basically the closure. If this condition will success, then I have to fill it out like this. So what I'll need to do, I have to check basically there is a class str underscore contains, right? If this value, so this is basically the core JavaScript function, and there we have to check the value. If this value contain any space, right, that we need to check, then we have to use $fill. This is basically the closure, so how we can use it. And now you have to provide the message like this, and then the field name, which is attribute, like this, and then I can say that must be uppercase, not uppercase, must not contain space, contain spaces, like this, right? And at last I have to put the semicolon. Now this rule is created. Now if I have to use it, I need to import this namespace inside the file where I want to use it. So let me use it like this, use this, and use like this, and then I have to use the class name also there. So this is the easiest way to import it. Like you can copy and paste. Otherwise, if you want to type, then you can also type. This is also fine, no issue at all. So now just copy this, and one more thing. So if you want to apply the validation now, you cannot like use this, right? So what you need to do there, you have to use their array. You have to close and open the array there, and then you can use them in as a items. So required is basically the one item. Now the second one, the second validation is basically the minimum value 3, and third one is basically new namespace, and it should be like a function, like we are creating the new object of this, right? Now it will not allow the spaces there. So let me just try to Anil Sidhu there, and if I try to enter, it shows that username must not contain spaces, right? And if I just simply put there Anil Sidhu and some number, then it will allow us, right? Second thing I want, like the let's try one more custom validation. So the each character should be in the uppercase, should be nothing in the lowercase. So let's see how we can do that. Let me copy this from there so that we can see over time, and go to the uppercase.php, paste it here, and now this value, right, not equal to, if this is not equal to str, there is a function str to upper, right? And there we can use dollar value. So if this dollar value is not equal to uppercase, like this, let me remove it, one extra bracket, right? Then it will come under this condition, and this validation will get failed. And there we can say that this attribute must be in uppercase only, right? And how we can apply this? Again, very simple. Controller, use app rules, then class name, and just simply copy it, use their comma, and simply use no uppercase, like this, right? So if I just try to enter this, it will show that username must be in the uppercase, right? So there is a one more important thing. So how we can retrieve the value in the form, that we will learn in the next part, because we just entered some value, we try to submit this form, this value is gone from there. How we can retrieve it, how we can take it back, that we will learn in the next part. Thank you so much for watching this part, guys.